So it's quite the day out today. Pretty rainy and a little thundery, not too bad. But what's a better day to do part 3 of the unwinterization process? We got here the 1969 Westinghouse and the 1969 Maytag A106. Together we're going to be running them, unwinterizing them, making sure they don't just, pour water all over my floor. And, stuff like that. So, let's not even waste time, let's get right into this. I already got water hooked up, and I gotta come back here and plug them both in. Got the Westinghouse here. That one can go right in there, so I don't knock anything over off the back of my sink. And we got the A106 here with its Maytag power cord. Straight in there like that. And let's start off with this one. This is the ones I'm most terrified for. I'm gonna go warm. Large load. Regular 8-minute. Actually, yeah, we'll go 8-minute wash. And let's pull the timer knob out and see what happens. This is what I'm terrified for. Let's see, the water comes in from here. It would help if I, turn the water onto it, maybe? I don't know why there's no water going to it. The water is on. Oh, that's why. I have both. The water valve shut off. Yay! Alright, let's try that again. Okay, so far it's not just pouring water out. Let's see. There we go. I'm more worried about the pump, so we're going to be monitoring this area right here quite a lot. And it seems to be filling pretty okay so far. It's not just immediately pouring water out. Still good down there. Let's move to the A106. We're going to set it to about an 8-minute wash time here. 10, 9, 8. We're gonna go normal, warm, start. Both of them are filling. This one's holding water, so we're doing good so far. Actually, you know what? We'll make it both fair. We're gonna go hot, warm, and we're gonna go hot, warm. That one's doing pretty good. Let's make sure the cold valve works. Cold valve is working correctly. And we're not immediately leaking on either of them. Water hoses are all looking good. No major drips yet. Again, no major drips just yet. That's dry and that's dry. This one I'm a little scared for, because this one I know the oil in the trans is pretty bad, so this one needs to be rebuilt. It's going to agitate pretty slowly. This one I'm terrified of because these ones always leak a ton of water. Well, not always leak a ton of water, but they have known issues with water dripping straight down into the motor. Got a little flashlight here. This one's been pretty good to me so far. See in there, it looks fairly dry still. You can kind of see past the cobwebs and death and destruction. Here you go, agitator automatic washer. Don't see anything too major yet. Let's take a look under here. It's still looking dry, so that's a good sign so far for these. You know what, we'll do warm. I'm going to set this one to warm fill and this one to warm fill, just to kind of speed up the process, because I'm impatient. Apologies about the camera shake, I'm trying to roll my sleeves up one-handed. This one getting nice and full. He's getting nice and full with the black power fin agitator. I rinse that off a little. I'll fill this with some water just for why not. floor still appears to be dry, and a little bit of water from me. Also, when I was moving them, you know, they had a bunch of antifreeze in it, so they normally sit right over here. Maytag Westinghouse. The drain for the Westinghouse tipped over and it decided to just dump all the antifreeze onto my concrete floor, so that's kind of fun. And that's the only spill we've had so far, at least major catastrophic spill. I wouldn't even consider it major nor catastrophic, just a spill. Yeah, this one's still filling. This one's still filling. We're pretty close. I think this one's gonna beat it just a little bit. You can also see that pretty cool water spill there. I think that's pretty sick. That's about the small water level right there. Maybe a little bit more actually. I don't even think that is quite the small fill level on this, and that's a good amount of water in the tub. This one's about as small, but a little bit less probably. And if you're curious, there's a little look at the lid instructions. That's probably small on this one right there. I was curious, this does come out. This is how you change the lint filter. I need to take that in the house and clean it up because it's pretty clogged, as you can see. There's a look at the timer dial on it. Got your wash and wear cycle, which is permanent press. Low, low. And the normal over here, which is fast. Your water saver, which is your infinitely variable water selector. And then over here you got your temperature selections. All the ones with the black on them are the permanent press options. Notice how the regular ones only have warm rinses. Well, this one's still kind of filling. Take a peek over at this one. There's your timer dial on that one. Got permanent press and your regular fabrics. You got cold, warm, cold, and hot, warm. And you got small, medium, and normal. This one looks like it's pretty close to full. Not quite. Oh, and there's the heavy-duty 16 badge. That's your 16 pounds of dry laundry right there. Should start any second now. They're really kind of neck and neck here, as you can see. That one's got a little ways to go, but this one's slowly getting there ahead of it. Let's watch it start agitating here. Should go any second now. There we go. This one's full speed ahead. Get a little video of it starting out here. There you go. There's that agitation I was talking about. hopefully pick up here in a second, because it really likes to agitate slow. You see it's slowly building up speed. Come back to that one. This one seems to be powering away over here. Major signs of leaks out of it. Nothing weird. This one's kind of starting to pick up some speed, not a whole lot. This one's really not happy with being alive. This one is absolutely powering away. The thunder there. And actually, let's see if I can find the little Phillips head over here. I know I have, there we go, the little stubby guy. This one, pull these two panel screws off down here. There's two of them. There's one right here. I know I'm doing this on camera, so it doesn't look as appealing, but there's one. I'll set these out of the way somewhere where they aren't going to go anywhere. And another one right here. Hear the Maytag struggling in here. I'm struggling to remove a screw. Just like that. And if I just really carefully, you're going to want two hands to do this, so I'm going to set my camera down for a second. Somewhere that it's not going to suck. I apologize. And if I just do a little bit of this action, there you go. That's what we want to see right there. That motor is struggling a little. Not motor, but the whole thing is kind of struggling. The pump belt right here. Maybe you can see some. Nope. But you have your pump belt which runs right here, and you have your main drive belt which runs back through here. You're starting to get a little warmer. See, there's the transmission. This bushing right here likes to get pretty warm. The whole transmission, not too warm yet, but once it starts to warm up, this will get a little better. Whereas this one just comes right back to life. No questions asked. Powering through. And you can see that revolving tub. That water flow there. Still no major leaks anywhere. Still looking good. Yeah, let's do a little, let's get the lids closed on these and do a little, just listen. Stand over here, they look really good together and they sound good together. this one's agitating relatively fine. Probably still a little slow, but it's pretty good. It takes a minute for that transmission to get going again. The question will be which one goes to drain first. This one we're looking at about 3 minutes. This one we're looking at about probably 2. This one's going to drain first, but it also has a little bit of a longer pause between drain and spin. That one just stopped. This one's going to go get ready for spin, which might be a little terrifying because I might have to hold that. Around that. See, this one also kind of has a little bit of a splash guard on it around the top of the tub here. See if we can get that lid switch activating on camera. There we go. Any second now. Theoretically. There we go. Ooh, yeah, that one put out that good stuff there. Water that thing pushes out. That's incredible. How fast that pushes out water. That's just amazing. That one. We're going to see this one drain here shortly. That one's spraying so now. A little slower than normal on this. Not that belt getting wide. This one uses the full force of that belt to spin up the speed. Sprayer one has rinsed itself out pretty well. We're going to set it down to a medium water level. Hear that bearing's a little dry. This one's also should start getting funny with it here. This one's backed up. There we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. There's this compressor. If your clothes don't get rinsed using one of these machines, you're not doing your laundry correctly. That's all I'm saying. Done with what it needs to do today. At least it got spin. We'll go ahead. Now it's on medium. Should be just fine. This one should be stopping shortly. We're back to both of them filling at the same time. And I'm just going to grab a towel real quick. That'll work. I'm going to wipe this down. This one's about to get splashy. Very, very splashy. Nailed it. Timer advancing on that one. What we're looking with that one, not quite through the rinse. And there's what we're looking on this one, right at the beginning of that rinse phase. A little closer look at that tub. You can see how it does have these slight ribs to it. Not a whole lot, but enough that when it agitates, it kind of scrubs it a little bit too. This one just has that flat, dark blue tub, black agitator, and the turquoise lint filter. Apologies. This one started spinning. You could really, I know you guys can't, but I could really smell that belt on it heating up. This is the first time this thing's ran in almost 8 months. So she got quite warm. Now that the belt is warmer, it should start grabbing a little better when it spins. Just a little look-see. There's the manufacturer data number on it. This is a model LAJ535A3 with serial K1411067. And this is capable of holding 16 pounds of laundry. Whereas if you come over here to the Maytag, it just says model A106, and it is serial 359426HM. HM being the build date of, I want to say July of 1969? Something like that. See, look, here's the little schematic for it here. There's all that fun stuff. You want to read it, you can pause right there. This is the special old-style two-piece pump with the old motor. And since this is the standard capacity, it has a slightly different transmission build. You can kind of see somewhere back in there is the fill flume for it. Your springs, your damper pad assembly, and your tub support. Built the same as that Maytag and that Maytag. Those ones just have deeper tubs, so they have a slightly different transmission. It's the same style, it's just had a different height set on it so it can fit better. It should start agitating any minute now. I might look into seeing if it's possible to adjust that water saver, because this is medium compared to, you know, large being the top of that tub ring right there. Quite interesting. Start going any minute now. I'll put the lid down so you can hear this one start a little better. It's not like it's making any difference, it's still super loud. Not super loud, but louder than this one will be. Splashiest washer ever built, other than the Kelvinators and the Maytag. Tried and true plastic. See how much water this thing is throwing out of it. Like, from it. Little side-by-side action there. The black agitators going at it with each other. Tub spinning on that one. That one will be locked in place. So, splashy that is there. Pretty good so far. Definitely clean it up a little bit, but it's not bad. So everything it can. Nice. I'm not sure which one's going to stop first, honestly. It really could be either. That low water lever, you can really see that tub going. There we go. This one stopped washing first. And this one shouldn't be too far behind it. I don't remember how long of a rinse it does, but it definitely does a decent rinse. Fairly okay, which is why I'm pretty sure it's the transmission oil that's super sludged up in this thing. Because the transmission is out of the equation during the spin cycle. The whole thing locks together, as you can see there. Wow, this one's coating itself and everything else around it in water. I would say the floor was perfectly dry until this thing started agitating. Look at that. See if we can get it here. Do that real quick. Clean it up as best I can here. This thing loves getting really splashy. One of those things that's like, go ahead, open that lid, I dare you. You know, when it's actually washing. Trying to keep it from getting super crusty. I rolled my sleeves again, apologies. It's not cold, it's just cooler because it's raining. That one's gonna finish first by a long shot. This one's still got a good minute before it starts doing anything. And I like setting this towel here. I do this so it doesn't just lid on a porcelain on porcelain action there. We don't want that. Here you go. Gonna advance around to spin. There it goes. Keep spinning out all that water. Look at that fountain of water. It doesn't smell like belt fighting for its life. So the belt is under there. I still have the old one somewhere. I think it's over here. No, these are Maytag belts. I don't know what I did with the old Westinghouse belt, but it's somewhere. Oh, there it is. As you can see, it was pretty well shredded. You have them both spinning empty at the same time. Getting all the cobwebs out of them. Ready for another season. It's almost done. Damp's dry, which means it's going to be too much longer. And this one's in spin. It shakes a little bit, if you can kind of see that. Should be stopping any moment now. All done. And this one shouldn't be too far behind it. Probably another minute or so. Too bad. Ignore that sound. Sound you're hearing is just this metal vacuum plate shaking. That's really what the machine sounds like. There we go. I have to wait just a minute for this to unlatch. It's not quite off yet. That's how it works. But, well, I guess with that, it's going to do it for the end of the unwinterizing process this year. So we started with those two, then we went to those two, and then we did these two. All without too much explosions and catastrophic failure, which is always a good thing every year. So with that, and this one finally deciding it's going to unlatch itself here in a second, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Be sure to get a full first wash video out shortly. There goes that one. And yeah, I will see everybody in the next video. Bye!